Hello and welcome to Soda Tasting, an online show dedicated to soda reviews and appreciation. I'm Patrick O'Keefe, and on today's episode, we are going to be tasting Vernors with sugar. Vernors is, according to the bottle, a ginger soda. Some would call it a ginger ale. And the mass-produced version that you will find, for the most part, is sweetened with high fructose corn syrup. But this right here is a glass bottle version that is sweetened with sugar. And I found it at a grocery store called The Fresh Market here in North Carolina. And it is produced by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. It was originally created in 1866. It says it's a Michigan original since 1866, created by Detroit pharmacist James Vernor. Now, Vernors was mentioned to me by a friend of mine, Michael Kimsel, who is the organizer of the conference. That's INDIECONF.com. He also runs a community for freelancers at freelancepath.com. You can find out more about him at michaelkimsel.com. Kimsel is Kimsal. And, when he mentioned it to me, he thought I might review, Vernors, but I'm going to go a step farther. I'm going to review, the mainstream one in a future episode to be released very soon. But today I want to talk about the sugar-sweetened one. And looking at the bottle here, it says it's barrel-aged with bold taste in 12 ounces. Of Vernors, you have 140 calories, you have 55 milligrams of sodium, 39 grams of total carbohydrates, 38 of which are sugars. Ingredients are as follows: carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, caramel color, and natural and artificial flavors. Ingredient-wise, between the two, the high fructose corn syrup and the sugar, it's the same. The calories are the same, sodium's the same, carbs are the same. The only difference is the swapping of sugar for high fructose corn syrup. So I'm going to compare the two and, see how, they stack up. See if I prefer one to the other, and especially review the sugar version today. Alrighty. So I'm going to have to keep these separate. That is the sugar version to the right. I'm going to move this cup over here to the left just to keep it separate. Let me give it a little try here. And I started to cough there because it gives you a little bit of that tingly sensation in your nose, as ginger ale sometimes can. I recently did the Blenheim red top spicy. It's got a really spicy ginger ale on a past episode, and that was just pretty much all spice. The ginger flavor was outweighed by the spice, and I can still get a little bit of that spiciness here. You get a little bit of that feeling up your nose, but you get a lot of the ginger taste and more sweetness as well. So now I want to try some of the high fructose corn syrup Vernors. Okay, so we're going to keep these separate. High fructose, sugar. Try the high fructose. Back to the sugar. And I'm going back and forth here, and as I'm tasting them, I really prefer the version with sugar. It's just the sweetness there is a lot more pleasant. Yeah, as I taste these two back and forth, the high fructose corn syrup one, when you really drink it side by side, it tastes kind of stale to me. Not stale as in flat, not carbonated, it's bubbling. But just the taste of it is stale. And I really do prefer the sugar version of Vernors. The sweetness is a lot more pleasant. It has more of a creamier taste to it. It's not a cream soda, but it has more of a cream soda taste, like that really, in my view, good sweetness. If you're a fan of ginger ales that are a balance of spicy and sweet, not too much in either category, then I would recommend you check out Vernors, because I think it does a really good job of balancing out those two ginger ale elements. It's not too spicy, but it is still spicy. You get that tingling. And it's not too sugary sweet, but the sweetness, the ginger flavor, is still pronounced, and you can still distinguish it. So I'm going to give Vernors a 3 out of 5. if you're a Vernors fan, I'd love to hear what you think. Please let me know in the comments on sodatasting.com and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to receive the show automatically via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, RSS, and email. You can find links to all of those options at sodatasting.com. Thank you for watching, and as always, everything in moderation.